Minister Raila Odinga staged separate political rallies in the western region today, accompanied by MPs allied to ODM party. Odinga held several meetings with elders and various local leaders before holding a rally at the Busia grounds, where he castigated his rivals who are now asking him to quit politics on grounds that the country needed a youthful president.
Kwa hiyo mimi nimesema hapana, mwambia mimi niende nyumbani na Kibaki, sisi tukutane na wewe kwa debe.
Si mjeso, tunataka kupiga kura kabisa, ionekane hakuna kuiba sasa.
Saying he was firmly in the race to State House, Odinga said ODM was still the party to beat going by the latest polls.
Unajua game yao ni rahisi. Ati kuzuia Raila. Ati hiyo ni game.
Mtoto mpotevu arudi nyumbani. Tumwambie Musalia afanye nini? Arudi nyumbani.
But even as Odinga was popularizing ODM in Busia, his former deputy in the party, Musalia Mudavadi, was in Mbale, Vihiga County, marketing his newfound political home, the United Democratic Forum Party. Mudavadi, accompanied by Ikolomani MP Boni Khalwale and his Vihiga counterpart Yusuf Shanzu, opened the first UDF offices since he decamped from ODM. And he claimed that ODM party had already lost its popularity, and that is why all the members of the party previously branded as the Pentagon had deserted it.
Sasa ukiambia Pele aende kucheza kwa uwanja, miaka yake haitamruhusu, ni lazima Messi aingie.
We want opinion polls. Sikizama ODM number 1, wakati kura inapigwa ODM iwe number 1.
And still in the western part of the country, 3 presidential aspirants today shared a platform when they attended the burial of Ruth Simiu, a member of the Jeshi la Wokovu in Sirisia constituency. Na Kenya chairperson Martha Karua, Ford Kenya chairperson Moses Wetangula, and Bumula MP Bifoli Wakoli all dismissed the formation of tribal groupings ahead of the elections.
Tuwache mambo ya ukabila, mambo ya Gema na Kamatusa, mambo ya provinces. Wale hawaelewi, waelewe sasa.
Wale ambao wana matusi kisiasa hawana nafasi katika Kenya yetu.
Wenye mnatuambia tuungane. Then you come to Port Kenya, that is the only way. That is where I will agree. Hapo ndio mimi nitakubaliana na wewe.
URP.
And while addressing a political rally in Joro, Nakuru County, that was aimed at popularizing URP party as well as his presidential bid, Eldoret North MP William Ruto threatened to mobilize MPs in Parliament to shoot down the list of members that will represent the country in the East African Legislative Assembly that were produced by the ODM side of the government. Ruto, accompanied by a section of MPs allied to him, insisted that they must be involved in nominating Iala MPs on the ODM list. Tomorrow they head to Afraha Stadium in Nakuru.
Tuliwacha chama yao, tuko na URP. Lakini haki yetu tunadai. Ile hesabu wanapata watu 5 wa kupeleka East African Legislative Assembly, wenye kuhesabiwa ni sisi.
Kama iko Kibaki hapa, Raila ako pande ile, sisi tuko na Mheshimiwa Ruto. Si ndio? Si anatosha kwa principal.
Meanwhile, presidential aspirant and chairman of Poa Party, Raphael Tuju, was back to his home turf of Rarieda constituency, Siaya County, since he launched his political vehicle that he seeks to use in his quest to be the country's 4th president. Tuju, who had attended the burial of his uncle David Tuju, discredited tribal alliances, saying that the country was at risk of plunging into chaos if politicians continue to spread tribal hatred.
Because if we did not have the tribal politics in this country, we would not be having suspects. So we are all victims of that tribal politics.
Elsewhere in Narok County, presidential candidate and Gatanga MP Peter Kenneth cautioned Kenyans against supporting any tribal alliances.
Na nikijiuliza wamefanya nini, mimi sioni. Sasa nikajiuliza kama mtu hawezi eneo lake la bunge, ataweza eneo lote la Kenya?
Meanwhile, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, who is on a tour of the UK, has said that stable democracies and professional leaders whose philosophy is servant leadership in the African continent was slowly changing the politics of the past, which has long suffered due to the one-man syndrome. Musyoka, who is also a presidential aspirant with the Wiper Democratic Party, has been in the United States since last week seeking support from diaspora voters.
Africans are saying no to dictatorships and yes to democracy.
Musyoka heads to China for the official opening of the Beijing International Trade Fair, where he will later be awarded a honorary degree at Nanjing University. Chris Thairu, Citizen Weekend.